Alright guys, here we go with another JMC Games deck profile. Like I told you, Dynamist is coming. Dynamist is now here. My cousin Jake runs this deck. He's going to go ahead and give you a quick rundown or long rundown. Doesn't matter however fast he gets through this. But here it goes, Dynamist.
Alright you guys, here we go again. Before we get into it, I want to tell you guys that the Dynamist is very budgetable. There's only one super rare and one rare, so it's not, you can probably pick it up for like 15-20 bucks. It's very good. I like it, but we're gonna jump right into it. So I run 3 Dino Rex. As you can see in the card, it's super rare. What he does is, if he attacks at the end of the damage step, if you attack a monster in defense position, he inflicts battle damage. And onto that, you can tribute one monster on the field, one of your Dynamist monster on the field, and do one of these effects. Either return one monster on the field into their deck, and then it gains 100 attack to the end of your opponent's turn. Or you can go ahead, and what I like to do is I like to tribute one of the cards, or destroy any way you want to say it, for the Dynamist, and he can make a second attack. So I'd rather attack for 24 twice rather than sending a card from the deck to the hand, or from the field or the hand into the deck and shuffling back up. It would work really good against Cyber Dragon Infinity if he already used his effect. So that works pretty good. Then as his Pendulum effect, it's about all the same as if a Dynamist monster was targeted by an effect or is destroyed. You could go ahead and tribute him from the Pendulum zone and go ahead and save your Dynamist monster on the field. I run 3 Dynamist Ceratops. Same Pendulum effect, but if his effect is, if you have another Dynamist monster except Dynamist Ceratops, you can special summon him from your hand, and as he's a 5-star, it is very easy to get Cyber Dragon Infinity out. This deck is based on Cyber Dragon Infinity, I feel like, but you guys could be the judge of that. So as we're going into this, I run 3 Ceratops. I run 3 Dynamist Braccatrons. Same effect, but except that it negates the card effect if it's going to destroy another Dynamist monster. It negates the effect, and then as its monster effect, if you have no monsters on the field and your opponent controls a monster, you can go ahead and special summon him from your hand onto the field. Like I said, it's very easy to go from Braccatron into Ceratops into Nova and into Infinity. Very, very easy. Then for the searcher of the deck, I run 3 Dynamist Petrians. I call them Petri because it reminds me of Land Before Time. Same concept for the Pendulum Zone. All Dynamists protect each other, but as of the effect, you get to search for 1 Dynamist card. So this lets you search for anything, as in trap spell, field spell card, anything you need to search for, it lets you do as long as it's a Dynamist. Very good card for searcher. It has to be at 3. I run 3 Dynamist Poliso, can't really say that. Same effect for the Pendulum. It gets to negate the card effect if it targets another Dynamist monster. And as of this, for the monster effect, what it does is for each Dynamist monster you control, or each Dynamist card I should say, you control, each monster your opponent has on their field loses 100 attack. So if you have 5 cards plus your Pendulum plus the field spell plus charge, you know, you can easily lose 1,000. They can lose 1,000 attack and defense very easily with this card. I run 3 Stegosaurus just for the fact that it's the same effect as a Pendulum. I mostly use him as a scale, but when I'm using him as anything else, I'll go ahead and use his effect. If I can get Cyber Dragon Infinity to use his effect already, or for the turn, I'll go ahead and use his effect and attack with him and kind of use his effect to destroy both monsters on the field. So it just gets rid of that Infinity, because that Infinity can be nasty and it can get very, very ugly real quick with that Infinity on the field. Alright, that's it for my Dynamist monsters. But what I do have for the last one is Rescue Hamster. Now, his effect is you can target one monster, 1 level scale from 4 or 5, and you can special summon him on the field. Then it tributes him, and then you can special summon, I want to say, you can special 2 monsters from your deck with the same name. So this card is really good because if you're trying to go into Cyber Dragon Infinity, go ahead and you're gonna throw out Braccatron. Braccatron lets you special summon 2 of the same card with the same name, so you special summon 3 of them, and go into Nova, and from Nova go into Infinity, and then it's gonna get real nasty. So that's why I run Rescue Hamster. There isn't really a lot of cards out there that work with Dynamis, as in Draco Slayer doesn't work, and some other people tell you, oh, use this card, and it doesn't really work because I tried everything, even on the GoPro, on the computer, and on my phone. I've been messing with this deck for probably a good, well, since Bosch came out, I've been messing with this deck, and at locals it runs pretty good, but the only thing I am missing my Infinity Dragon, so that's the only bad part about it right now. We're going to the spells. I run 3 Dynamis Charge. Now, when this card is, you can chain these cards together, to let you know, by the way. So, if you activate 3 of them, so you get 1, 2, 3, you get 3 searches for monsters. And then every time a monster is sent from, or destroyed from the field to the graveyard, you can chain them together again. So, chain, 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 and adds them all to your hand. So, you can chain these. So, it is not like anything else, so you can add the cards. And what he really does is, if they destroy your Dynamis scale, or you use it to negate attack, it goes right back to your hand. It goes to your extra deck, and then from your extra deck adds Dynamis Charge's effect, and it goes straight to your hand, so you don't lose a Pendulum card. So really good. Then I run 3 Domic Power Overload. What this card does is very good for a field spell card. It gains 300 attack and defense for all your Dynamis monsters you control, and then during the battle step, they can't activate any spell trap cards. So if you're already in the damage step and you're attacking, they can't activate Mirror Force, Magical Cylinders, or anything till after the damage step. Very good field spell card. I run 3 Upstart Goblins for draw power. I mean, I might get rid of my Upstart Goblins and switch it out for Wavering Eyes. It's still in debate if I'm going to do that. I might, just to see how it runs in next locals on Tuesday. But this card is very, very good just because of the draw pair. I run 1 Limiter Removal and 2 Mystical Space Typhoon, 2 MSTs. I do not want to run Twin Twisters due to the fact that I can't afford to discard a card, because every card plays with this. Every card is played. Every card means something in this deck now. So we'll go ahead and go on to my traps. I run 3 Dynamis Rush. What it lets you do is let you search out a Dynamis card and special summon it onto the field, and it's unaffected by any card effects. So they can't Solemn Warning. They can't really do much of anything bottomless, because he's unaffected by trap cards, or by any card effect, I should say. So I run 3 of him, really good. I run 1 bottomless. I run 1 Solemn Warning. I run 2 Dark Bribes. I run 1 Vanity. And then I'm going to switch these Mirror Forces out for Quaking Mirror Forces, just because Rex, when Rex is on the field, if he attacks a defense position monster, it is automatically 2400 to the life point. So I would run Quaking Mirror Force instead of the Mirror Forces, but I didn't pull none in Bosch, so it kind of sucks. Alright, and then we're going to go on the side deck. Sorry about that. So as a side deck, I run 1 101 Art, just because it's 101. I run Wind Up the Master just for the fact that he gains 300 attack for each material. So he's at 2500 as soon as you use him for materials. Now everybody has all this stuff to run Degustral Emerald, run this card, run that card. To be honest, I would rather keep my per se run 1 101, run at least 2 Abyss Dwellers, just because they boost up your monster's attack, water monster's attack by 500 due to the tribute, and then run 2 or 3 Infinity and 2 or 3 Novas. This deck is based on Nova and Infinity like crazy, because it is so fast to get them out. But you don't want to already, unless you know you can OTK, you don't want to jump into special summoning all these monsters out at all these level 5s and then going into it, and then they Solemn Warning you, and then you're screwed because you can't get Infinity out. So just be careful on how you play this deck, just due to the power and as fast as you can get these out, because their skills is not that high. So you got a 6 and a 3. They're from 6 to 3s, and they're 4 to 5. So they pendulum themselves out, and it's very, very fast to go ahead and to mess up and get Solemn Warning or Twin Twister. It is very, very easy to lose an Infinity right from the get-go, or lose most of your pendulums from the get-go. It's very, very hard. Now I was thinking about running a couple trap cards. Are called Torrential Reborn for water monsters that they're destroyed. You get to special summon them back onto the field, and your opponent takes 500 damage. It's still testing, so I'm not too sure what I'm going to run. But as for the side deck, my main thing to let you guys know is keep to one, I would say one 101, 2 Abyss Dwellers, a Castel, and 3 to 2 Novas and 3 to 2 Infinities. Can't express more on that. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share, and let me know what you think. Thank you.